Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's Mastermind Bulls out of Florida, back with another video. So, yeah, man, just still documenting my little journey here. You know what I'm saying? You see Capo Sunshine here. Capo, if you go back to the videos, he's a little puppy. He's about just turned 9 months. Like I said, the video doesn't really do him justice of how thick he is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that Sunshine, she just hit a year. But anyway, yeah, the topic of this video today is going to be, man, can pocket bullies be guard dogs? You know what I'm saying? I know some people are going to laugh at that. Some people are going to agree with it. Some people are going to, whatever. So, man, my little experience here is, yeah, I believe they can. You know what I'm saying? Now, my pups, they got about, I would say, about 5 to 10 minutes of fury. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, it's got 10 minutes is a little stretch. But they definitely have some, at least 5 minutes of fury in them. Another good thing is there's two of them. You know what I'm saying? So if one does get tired, the other one's right there on it. And in reality, how long do we really need, any kind of anything? You know what I'm saying? Maybe long enough for me to get there, long enough to, do a little bit of damage, or even besides that, a little bit of some barking, some barking, some whatever. Just the sight of them possibly will deter any would be, threat, as in coming into the house. My dogs are super nice. They are super protective. That's why I'm kind of bringing it up. That wasn't the main thing. I was like, they huff and puff. They do get exercise, but that was the main thing. We got Sunshine, the Merle right here. She's a female. The blue one is Capo. So Sunshine, man, she's super protective. She's on point. Anytime she hears a noise, anytime she hears anything, anytime she sees anything, she's on point. But on the other side of that, she's not hyper aggressive either. Which is a good thing. I take her to my academy. I take her out. I take them both out, and then my students come up, and random people they don't know come up, talk to them, pet them. But there is cases that when we are out and we're at like a dog park or somewhere else, they're on point. Like, all right, they're like Snoop Dogg. We can handle this like some gentlemen, or we can get on some gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the good thing I'm so happy about, is that they do have that balance of just not just letting anybody, it's weird. They do let anybody roll up on them, but I don't know if they have this other kind of sense to know, like, okay, this is danger, this is not danger. So like I said, when people walk up at a dog park and they're kind of at a distance, my dogs are like, you can tell their vibe is different. And then another thing, when they're in my school, or when they're with people that we know, or people come to my house and then they look at me and they see, okay, my vibe is okay, they're okay. So it's kind of cool to see that. But my opinion, yeah, pocket bullies could be guard dogs for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying they have a lot of endurance. I'm not going to say that. I'm saying, will they to hurt somebody if need be, like in defense, not attacking, not dog fighting, nothing like that. But I'm saying in defense of something for sure, man. Like they're super strong. I don't really play fight with my dogs, you know what I'm saying? Like at all. More or less, that was my little thing. I didn't want them to grow up and be like, okay, they think it's cool to like bite me and play with me. Like, I had to take this role as being a pack leader, which could probably be a whole nother video. But they're strong. Even when I'm hugging and I'm kissing them and I'm like trying to, play with them, not play with them, but like get them in a little headlock to give them a kiss, and they move their neck, I'm like, oh shit, they're strong. Or, when we're walking, Sunshine, she's still a puller. It's weird, because I don't really train them much, but they're pretty much, we have a great understanding. But Sunshine's a natural puller on the leash. Then Capo is a natural, he'll walk right next to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a weird one. Sunshine's about to go in heat, so you're going to see Capo is just he's a little crazy, so she'll be going in heat. Seems like anytime soon. I haven't really been counting down, but this guy has been on her, Anyway, Capo's still 9 months. He's still growing. The blue one, female Sunshine, the chocolate tri-merle. She's still growing too. She hit her year old. But that's going to be pretty much it, man. Quick little video of, can pocket bullies be guard dogs? My opinion, yeah. My opinion, they are, for my house. If you see Sunshine, yeah, she's on point. Another thing about I didn't crop Sunshine's ears. You know what I'm saying? And Capo came with his ears cropped. So I think, if we look back at I looked back at the history of, like, why do they even crop their ears? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point? So the whole point of that was for guard dogs. Nowadays I know it's for like aesthetics, looks, you know what I'm saying? Like how they look real tough. But the real, there's different type of cropping. You can have your battle crops, your short crops, your long crops, your show crops, all these different kind of crops. But the main thing was back in the day was, multifaceted type of thing where they cropped their ears. So if they had a battle with other animals, the animals couldn't get a hold of their ears, which is funny because when these two play fight, kind of sometimes he'll, nibble on her ear or whatever, gnaw on her ear. Two is so they could hear better. You know what I'm saying? So they cut their ear, they crop their ears for fighting reasons and for them to hear better. And I see it. Even though Sunshine, they can hear, everybody knows, if you don't, do some research, everybody knows dogs hear way better than we do. You know what I'm saying? But you could definitely see Capo and a couple, my other dogs that had their ears cropped, that they'll put their head up in the ear up in the air and they just hear things. Like they'll hear. And I started taking it more serious because what happened was they would be looking at something, I'd be like, they're just, they're just tripping. And then what happens is I go look or I'll go outside and there's somebody there. You know what I'm saying? Or there's somebody walking by, UPS or whatever, Amazon type of person. So I definitely take when they see something or not even see, when they hear something and they kind of start, zoning in on it, then I take it serious and I look. So yeah, I think they're great. They're great guard dogs. Do they have the best endurance? No. They're great guard dogs. They let us know when people are there. With my son, they're sitting there. They're very protective. They hear him crying or they see something kind of off. They'll roam around him very nicely. And two, what I'm saying? They'll definitely cause damage. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't want to look at it like, they're going to cause damage. But man, these dogs are strong. You know what I'm saying? So if someone came in the house and we needed them to guard us for a little bit, how long do you really need them to guard for? I mean, we never know. It could be an hour or 2 hours. I mean, there's probably not going to go that far because something will happen at that point. But I mean, they're good enough to get the job done. So my opinion, I have another buddy. He has a Doberman, which these are going to be the ultimate guard dogs. If you think about like Dobermans or German Shepherds, Rottweilers, these are definitely going to be the ultimate guard dogs. Now, can these dogs beat pocket bullies? Probably. Not probably. There's a huge chance. I mean, pocket bullies always have a small chance, but there's going to be a huge chance that these Rottweilers, Dobermans, ABT, Pit Bulls will beat pocket bullies for the simple fact of that, their endurance. So their endurance, they don't have that much endurance. Are they strong? Yeah, for sure. Do they got a little, like I said, 5 minutes of fury? They do. They're not as, especially I know even if we even start going lower to like micros and nanos, it gets even worse. You know what I'm saying? If you talk about exotics, like they're probably not fighting. They probably can't even, and I don't want to be a hater. They probably are not going to be able to be guard dogs, but who's really getting them to be guard dogs anyway? Like I said, I didn't really get my pockets, to be guard dogs. I was kind of a mix of, well, one, I just wanted them. You know what I'm saying? Then two, I'm like, okay, if they need be, they definitely can. At the very least, alert me, you know what I'm saying, to what's up. So real quick video, man. That's going to be it for the day. Appreciate you watching, man. I'll be back soon. Peace.